Hi everyone, and welcome to this quick little voiceover where I will be explaining some of the key points within the CBA 1 portfolio that you will have to submit at the very end of your CBA, so after you present your presentation. So this is the first page of your portfolio where you will include your name, the dates in which you edit this portfolio, so that's really important. So please include the date of each specific day that you add to this portfolio. And I also want you to come up with a subtitle for your topic. So we all know that the overall topic that I have chosen for you all to talk about is a place where I belong. But what I want you to do is I want you to come up with a little subtitle. So something that is personal to you. Below this then, there is a little bit of information about the CBA. So it's information from the Junior Cycle English CBA 1 assessment guidelines that were on the NCCA website, so the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment website. So it just kind of goes through what the CBA is. Moving on then to the second page, I want you to give a brief description on why you chose your title. So why you chose your subtitle, why you chose this specific place. Why is this place the place you feel you most belong? And below that, I want you to give a brief description on why your chosen place is so special. So what elements does this place have that makes it more special than other places? Then you will see a suite of templates for planning and preparing. So this document contains a suite of templates that will help you plan and prepare your oral communication task. So the first one here is a checklist for writing, planning, and preparing. So you can see here in the first little box, structure and format, you have presentation checklist, vocabulary checklist, and then grammar checklist. And this is a checklist that you can carry with you throughout your studies. So it doesn't just relate to the CBA 1 assessment, okay? It can relate to any other assessment or essay that you do. And this particular picture here, folks, it is also available on the website for you to download if you want to stick it into your copy or something. Moving on then to the second part, we have a Google Slides and a Prezi presentation planner. So in the blank boxes below, as you can see them here, you are to plan what your presentation might look like. And there is a limit of 6 slides per presentation. So I want to remind you that you only have 3 minutes to present your oral communication. So keeping the slides to a minimum, so you'll only have 6 slides that you are allowed to use. But that is plenty, and you don't have to use all 6. So remember that you can bring in visuals. So not everything has to be on the presentation. So you can bring in physical visuals. So a photograph or perhaps a little memory from this particular place. And then here's a little bit of rough work that you might want to use if you run out of space when filling in your slides. So for example, in the top, in the first line here, you might say slide 1 must include, etc. The third part of this portfolio then, the oral communication or the speaking moment preparation. So the title of the topic is A Place Where I Belong, and you will have chosen a subtitle. So what place comes to mind? And I want you to refer to the 5 W's and the 1 H. So the who, what, where, when, why, and how. So what visuals will you include both in your presentation format and of course in person? So here you will fill in all of that relevant information, and that will help you with the planning and preparing and the designing of your actual presentation. Number 4 then is the class reflections. So the template right here is to be cut out and stuck into your English copies in your CBA 1 section. And after each lesson, you will open up a new page in your copy and title it Reflection, Class 1, 2, 3, etc. So you must title it Reflection and Class, whatever number class it is. So you refer back to this handout each time and copy the headings. So this handout here is to be cut out and stuck into your copies. And every time you go to do a new reflection, so this isn't to be filled in, however you can if you want to fill in it for the first class if you wish. However, I would advise that you don't fill it in at all. But every time you go to do a reflection, you are going to take each heading, so heading 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you're going to rewrite them into your copies and answer them. Lastly then, the features of quality for oral communication. So this is from the Junior Cycle English Assessment Guidelines from the NCCA website again. And this is the features of quality. So right here, the 4 coloured boxes, they are the descriptors, and they are the possible, let's say, inverted commas, grades you will get. So your oral communication will either be exceptional, above expectations, in line with expectations, or yet to meet expectations. However, if you fail to submit any work at all, you will not be getting any of these descriptors or any of these grades. You will get a mark that will simply say failed to submit. And beside each descriptor class, you will see the criteria for each. So for example, looking at an exceptional. So the student's communication is remarkable for its fluency and its control of material used. The communication is imaginatively shaped to a very clear purpose. The student's engagement with the audience/listener is compelling and sustained. So that is a criteria you need to meet in order to get an exceptional grade, and so on and so forth. And you can refer to all of these when you go about planning and preparing your CBA presentation. And this again, you can, if you wish, cut this out and stick it into your copy. However, this template is available on the class website as well as the reflection template. Okay, so both of them are available on the class website to download and print out if you misplace your original handout. So that's it for this quick voiceover on the portfolio, and this is due on the last day of our 3-week period, so February 18th. So it is to be submitted to me after you present your oral communication. So thank you for listening, and if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to bring them up in class.